Section 13.6 is about circular functions. From our work with reference angles, we know that the values of trig functions repeat. What we're going to do is we're going to generalize the trig functions by defining them in terms of the unit circle. Now, we already know some things about our unit circle, like we are comfortable with degrees and the radians that go around the unit circle. But what we're going to do is we're going to consider an angle written in standard position. Okay? The terminal side of the angle intersects the unit circle at a unique point P. So we're going to think about it. This is where this intersects my circle at point P. Now, if you recall, sine of theta is equal to y over r, and cosine of theta is equal to x over r. Now, since P is x comma y is on the unit circle and my r is always 1, that means that the sine of theta is y and the cosine of theta is x. So therefore, that P point can be thought about as the cosine of theta, comma, the sine of theta. This is very important. This is how we're going to think about all the points on my unit circle in this fashion. So example 1, given an angle theta in standard position, if P is equal to 2 root 2 over 3, comma, negative 1/3, lies on the terminal side of the unit circle. Find the sine and cosine. Well, remember, all the P points are in this form, cosine of theta, comma, sine of theta. So therefore, the sine of theta is negative 1/3, and the cosine of theta is 2 root 2 over 3. Now, this is the unit circle that we have memorized up until this point. And what we're going to do is apply points to all of the degrees on this unit circle. We're going to start with the ones that we're familiar with. Sine of 30 and cosine of 30. We have them memorized. The sine of 30 is 1/2. The cosine of 30 is root 3 over 2. So that means this point right here is root 3 over 2, comma, 1/2. Now the sine of 45 equals root 2 over 2, and the cosine of 45 equals root 2 over 2. So that means this point right here is root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2. The sine of 60 is equal to root 3 over 2, and the cosine of 60 is equal to 1/2. So this point up here is 1/2 root 3 over 2. Now, from this point of 60 degrees pi over 3, I can figure out what 120 degrees and 2 pi over 3. If you notice, I drew a line between those 2 points. They are at the same height. That means they have the same y value. The only thing that differs is their x value becomes negative. So that's the point negative 1/2 root 3 over 2. And then if we go down 1, 3 pi over 4 and pi over 4, again, are at the same height. The only thing that differs is the negative x value. And then 5 pi over 6 and pi over 6, same thing. Now, you can continue filling out the unit circle in this manner, and that's what we have done. So this is the full unit circle. This must be memorized. Everything must be memorized. The degrees, the radians, and the points for everything, because we will be using this throughout this whole chapter and for the rest of trig.